Hey guys, welcome back to the Vid-Bits. I'm Brian.
And I'm Braden.
And we're going to be here with another episode of Game of Day May. We're on day 25 and we're going to be checking out some Mega Man 2 for the Nintendo.
So as you guys may have known, I tried to do this, I think it was within the first 10 days. And I did really good at the beginning and kind of fell off towards the end, so I had to pick a different game because I just, I couldn't handle it. So now we're both here and we're able to kind of spread it out and both take on some levels rather than doing all of it on, one of us. So Airman is one of my favorite stages. I love the music, the transitions, like you kind of go down a little bit and like there's like clouds, and obviously towards the end there is the little guy here, this guy, the cloud guy with the lightning bolt. I remember just trying to learn the timing and the pattern here, like, because that one's easy, right? But this one here coming up, if you don't know what to do, it could be a little difficult. You gotta like do a light jump, tap him, and then go back across, and he even spawns immediately, so do a little a little trust fall. Now I hate these enemies, the little birds that drop the egg. Ugh, they're so annoying, but they're so nice if you're trying to recover HP or energy or whatever. But if you're trying to get rid of them quick, you just shoot the egg as it's falling or kill the bird. Or actually, never mind, if you kill the bird, the egg will just drop, so gotta definitely watch out with those guys. So we're gonna drop little noodle dispensers. I really don't know how else to describe that. It's totally a noodle dispenser.
You're talking earlier about how good this stage is. It's considered probably one of the complete showcase stages for this game as far as like...
Well, that's the hit that people debate you have to take.
I agree. Considering, that in the movie The Wizard, this is one of those stages that they actually showcase in the movie. You see a kid in the background playing this on a Play Choice 10.
That's a great game. It's better than the first one. I know you're very partial to the first one, but
yeah, no, this is definitely a better
than
game.
the first one.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you.
It's a very close pixel breaks. I mean, come on. Just gotta keep going. Nice. Made it all the way to the end. And we got our buddy Airman waiting for us through these doors. My favorite, to jump and do the slow transition. That's why I hate Mega Man 11. Because they got rid of that. Why would they do that? I'm probably going to end up tanking this life, but I kind of...
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I am fine. That was kind of sloppy, but Airman is... I feel like his weakness just is the Mega Buster.
Yeah.
What is his actual weakness?
I always use the Mega Buster. I don't know what goes better than that.
Like, I mean, I never use his actual weakness, whatever that is. So we got the air shooter. Oh, that's kind of a strobe effect. Message from Dr. Light. Item 2. Completed. Get your weapons ready.
Dr. Wowie.
Dr. Wowie. Gosh, what is that from? Oh, that's from... Is that Captain N?
It's like one of the later Mega Man X games with the horrible voiceover.
Oh, I was thinking of the Captain N episode with just derpy Mega Man and Dr. Light and stuff. Ugh, Dr. Wowie. Who am I doing next? Metal Man? Yeah, probably. Metal Blade is the most useful weapon in the entire game, so if you're ever stuck and there are too many enemies on screen, you can probably just use the Metal Blade and completely kill them all. I used to get hit so much here as a kid because I was just so impatient.
they make you definitely pay for being impatient. It's kind of like just an homage though to like a thwomp type enemy, or well, not really, because this game I think came out before it. But any of those enemies where you have to like, they make the difficulty and you being patient enough to wait it out
and learn the timing. That's the whole deal. I mean, this hallway's even the same way. You get too impatient and you'll just start getting hit up.
Or you'll get lucky and you'll get like, it'll cycle through the things that drop and it'll just be 2 extra guys instead. That's always nice.
I pretty much need to get my health back.
I believe that these type of situations were put in there by the person that developed the level as like a way to help you get your
There we go.
Get your weapons filled. I just don't know what else to be there for, because they're not difficult enemies. They're not shooting at you.
But kids who were impatient, I'm sure many of them died there because they just were like ready to get into the next scene.
Wait. You think you can do like a sled move?
Nah,
No, not for the extra guy.
Nah.
Because if we lose all of our guys, we lose all of our E-tanks.
We'll be fine.
All right, man.
We're cool guys. We know how to do things.
All right, man. I would have got it.
Well, I didn't get it.
Make me nervous then. I've seen you like literally now hang on by a pixel on some of these jumps.
Oh, I almost jumped off there. It looks so goofy when you kill the little wheel before him.
You can tell somebody that's definitely paid their dues as far as the Mega Man series goes when you don't take anything for granted when you get a little bit further. So now you're gonna be getting that.
That is an E-tank. I always like sometimes when you don't start with Airman, you're not able to get that.
I just usually drop down and take the guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Whoop. There you go.
I hate these guys.
Because to be quite honest, if the Metal Man fight doesn't go well for you, then you do.
When does it never go well?
Well, with Mega.
Maybe if you're on hard mode, but on normal, it's literally watch. I'll show you exactly what you have to do.
Okay.
Yep. You're literally just gonna like do a shallow jump on this left side and just shoot. So this, right here. Keep doing that. Actually, I had to adjust a lot more than I usually do. But if you can get him like on a streak, you can kind of just keep hitting the weak spots over and over again.
I was only concerned because you had already taken 1 hit, but that was great. That's exactly what you're supposed to do.
You just have to be reactionary.
Gotta be reactionary Terry, huh?
Yeah, reactionary Terry. Metal Blade, the most useful weapon in the entire game.
Now this is a level I used to do way later when I was a kid, but I like to just do it earlier because, you know, get it out of the way. Yeah, show you it's not too difficult. It's really the fact that if you have his foil or the weapon that just defeats him earlier, then you go for it. But you can wait till you get through the stage that gives you item 1 and skip a lot of this stage.
Well, there's an extra guy. This game is pretty liberal with the extra guys, so that's why I didn't really pick that one up. Before.
So Braden played the first 2 stages.
Oh, see, there was another one. Geez. Like it's always like 2 back to back too. It's like it's weird how it is that way.
So Braden played the first 2 stages, and I'm gonna play the next 2. We're kind of handing off a little bit. But like he said, that way we kind of like, there's no fatigue and we can just kind of tackle it together, make it easy peasy. There's no way we weren't going to have redemption. We were definitely planning at least tackling the first 2 Mega Man games during Game of Day May this year, so we're doing really good for time, and hopefully, you know, with those extra guys just peppered in there, it's good to go. But like I said, if you have item 1, then you can just kind of like skate your way through these transitionary stages. Other things that you can do is if you decide to go through and do Woodman early, then you have the ability to you know, put the shield weapon on so that you can not have to stress about the enemies coming through while you're riding the elevator. Or you could just equip Metal Blade like I have here, and you can use the diagonal shots to be able to take care of anything that's coming at you, and it's not really something you should worry about, especially because they do not... I mean, if you've seen, I shot it 4 times, and I've only lost 1 tick of the energy of it.
Oh yeah, they let you use it so much before even a single bar has moved. Like, it's like, what did you say, is 3 shots before a bar moves?
It's at least 3 or 4, it's insane.
Yeah. I mean, that's why it's the best weapon, because it
directional too. Boom.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't deplete quickly. This is the worst if you fall off the side of this. Like, is that why they put those there?
Yeah, I think so. You know, that's a nice way to be nice and catch you so that you don't have to go down 2 full screens. That guy's a jerk.
He took care of himself.
All right.
Another stage with an absolute jam.
Absolutely, just absolutely. I agree. Like completely, I completely agree. I mean, there's so many jams in this game. It's one of those things where you can say that you're playing this game to play it as a great platformer, or you can also say I'm just putting on an amazing soundtrack.
I'm just running through it to listen to the music. I mean, obviously, if you say that, you're being a bit facetious, because some people can't really make it through this game. So I get if someone would be like, come on, man, it's a little bit harder than just listening to a soundtrack.
Right.
What's the worst Mega Man game? What was that, 5?
I'm starting to like 5 a lot more. I don't know, man. I don't know I don't think it's any of the first 6 as far as the worst. I think we've agreed it's 11.
Yeah. Well, Mega Man, I was saying among the retro ones.
Oh. I guess people say 7, but I even have I guess I would say 8. Like, we're talking about the 8-bit ones. I'd say.
Yeah, 8 isn't. I don't know. I like 8. I like the powers and the robot masters a lot. It's just the Wily Castle that's rough.
Got these guys here.
That's why I don't even really go for the extra guy there.
I go for every extra guy just because the fact that in this game you get punished with that respawn. You know, if you accidentally have to continue, you lose all your E-tanks. So any situation you feel threatened, you just have to go E-tank crazy, and then once you lose them all, then you're out of E-tanks.
You have just gotten...
I knew these guys were quick in respawning. I wanted to get to this
But
spot
they're
here.
slapping you. They hit pretty hefty.
Slap nuts.
I mean...
That's what I wanted.
Slap nuts.
Hey!
Like the Beetlejuice clip with the guitar.
Hey, you!
You're slap nuts.
Alright, in a lot of cases though, with the default difficulty, you're going to find that if you have the right power, these just are not even close fights.
Yep.
Oops.
Yeah, you're just...
1 hit.
Yeah, you were able to get hit twice and it didn't even matter.
Yeah, as long as you get in his face 2 hits, you're good. Good to go. 1 down. 1 to go. I'm going to do Flashman next. And because you did Crashman first, you're going to find out that if you do the route that I pick, the optimum route, Crashman makes Flashman stage a breeze. You're not even going to really find it's the same stage at all.
Yeah, I normally don't have Crash Bomb by the time I do Flashman.
The only caveat is we might have a little bit of difficulty because you kind of have to jank your way up because you don't have item 1, so you have to use the sled to use to get up to a specific spot. I'll show you where that is, but it's not nearly as bad. So you just take this top route here, and you're equipped with Metal Blade, so everybody's pretty much a piece of cake. You use a Crash Bomb here. I'm going to switch to Metal Blade. You don't really want to waste your Crash Bomb. Now I need to get up here, so the best way to do it is just to use a sled at a really high jump. I'm going to use it as a platform. You're going to be weird because these are slidey. As you can see, I'm kind of sliding. There is some physics to it. It's not really ice. I don't really know what texture it is, but that's not what I wanted to do. I want to jump up about high up like that. And then jump.
Oh, you were just about at the right elevation.
See, if you go too high, it's going to hit the ceiling, and then it'll despawn. So you don't want that. And you got to make sure that you have enough there. But see, I got here, and I'm in the same situation here. I'm basically I'm gonna extend myself. I backed up because I want to make sure I show you. I'm gonna extend myself, and then when I get to the end, I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna jump up, and I'm gonna hug this wall, and then just drop down. I'm gonna also, when I jump up the top of my jump, I'm gonna tap to the right, so that I'm facing right, and then make sure that you're there, because you have to make sure you have enough space to get the sled to go. And it's.
What are you even trying to?
I'm trying to use the sled to get up. Because I didn't
get. Well,
man,
now you have.
Now I have officially, what they say, screwed the pooch.
God, why do they say that?
I don't know, but I really need to be up there, and it's frustrating.
No,
me.
you're fine. You're fine.
Well, the whole thing was I was trying to lead into going one route, and now that I didn't get up there, I can't go this route.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, you can. You could totally hug that wall.
I don't think that'll happen for me.
I've done that.
As you saw, the air buster kills that robot in one shot.
Yeah, just so like jump and do like a pull back, like just pull back and hug the wall. You could totally get that. Yeah, you would have been good at that there.
Just because it's slick.
Yeah, there you go.
Yay!
Yeah,
Alright.
I've done that before, so I knew it was possible.
Saved it. I'm so glad. Anyways, you want to be this side now?
Because you get some extra guys and and energy tanks, right?
Yeah, and you just don't have to do any of like the fighting here coming up here.
Yeah, that is fair. It is the more optimal route. You got the easy and the hard route.
Refill your crash bomb. Refill your sled. Refill your health. Stay here on the right. Look at that. You don't have to deal with any of that. And then you just keep going. And you don't have to deal with a lot of that. Oops. That was almost an accident. So, again, you're just going to use your air buster. So that's why you definitely don't want to be here without that. That robot there would just tank you so bad. Pretty much is like the same as those giant robots from 1 where they're guarding like the end of every stage. And then again, since you're on the inside or the right track I call it, then you're starting at the top here, so you don't have to deal with that guy. And you just get to the end here and you want to use your sled.
Oh yeah, and if you've beaten Airman's stage, you can just lazily glide across this entire thing instead of having to do that parkour.
Your reward is an E-tank,
Yep.
so that's your, so it looks like we're at 4 now, so we're at full E-tanks. And we're going to use a crash bomb here at the end. Kind of racing that guy.
Nice.
And then we're going to switch to Metal Man, and we're going to basically make this guy a breeze, and I'm going to pass it off to Braden. Hiya! You just have to stand here and watch this guy. Just going to wait. Just be like, okay, do your thing. Oh yeah, diagonal shot, up shot, done. There's just nothing there.
Yeah, there's not much to it. But that's for a lot. Metal Blade kills Metal Man.
Yeah, one
kills,
shot, right?
Yeah, Flash Man. Woodman. He's pretty effective against.
I recently have been waiting to do Woodman last because I forgot that you could kill him with one atomic shot of the flame wheel or whatever.
Oh, really?
It's pretty cool. Full charge shot, one shot. It's kind of like a great crescendo for the first 8 bosses. So now we have the wall climbing item.
Which is the worst one.
It's great for a couple small spots, but
Well,
yeah.
it's like only used for those small spots, and there's not really many places where you could like optionally use it. I feel like the places where you can just see that you have to use it. So next I'm gonna do Bubble Man. This is I like to say this is my second favorite stage, but that like changes so constantly. I don't like the background here at this part. It's a little bit grating. Like that's why it wouldn't be my favorite. Like I really like the design of the underwater enemies, like the shrimp and stuff like that. Gosh, that background is just a little bit uncomfortable to look at, especially if you die on this part and have to do this over and over again. I I can't remember the last time I died there, so that's kind of funny.
The jumps on that is just so light, so light.
Yeah, I don't even know. I think I just hit at a weird angle where I wasn't. I'm sorry for tanking our guys.
It's okay.
Okay. Anyway. What was I saying? Those logs that I had died on there kind of remind me of Mega Man, or not Mega Man, Mario 2. Where like
sled that gap.
No.
Okay.
You trying to insult me?
No, no.
That one didn't even go off. I was so quick.
Definitely not trying to insult you. Don't use Metal Blade on those, though, because they do that. You can use a Buster on those, and they don't do that. But for some reason, they just don't like the prospect of a Metal Blade in their head.
I wonder why.
I don't know. They react the same as if they do if you're playing hard mode. There you go.
His shell flew up pretty high there.
That was crazy.
What a weird spot for that animation to occur. So now this part is the main reason I enjoy the stage so much with the whale. It's like so cartoony and cool. Or is that an anglerfish? Because the
I guess so.
it is an anglerfish because it has like the little thing on top. I'd assume that's why. Those remind me of Metroids. Think about that every time.
They do. They really do.
If you're not careful, if you jump, this kind of show you have to learn like the pressure sensitivity on the NES controller. For that portion, if you jump too high, you're just gonna hit your head on spikes, and nobody wants that. The Metal Blade is pretty much infinite. You're always gonna get a energy drop by the time you run out. So
that was sweet. I like to do that too, but it's definitely
a little risky.
A little risky. Wow.
Okay, back to the grating waterfall effect.
Okay, and gotta watch your jumps here because of these
the
guys.
crabs. And kind of jump forward and prompt them to.
Yeah, you want to be careful beyond on the edge there because the knockback is just enough to
send you falling into a hole.
Give you some Castlevania PTSD feeling.
Now we're just gonna stomp a mud hole in him.
Same effect almost. You could just stand there and do straight up and diagonal shots, and it's just done.
Yeah.
Almost the exact same fight. Which is sad because they programmed.
It's such a fun fight too.
I mean, if you really want to challenge these bosses, you just have to do it on the hard difficulty, and every one of these is just challenging. All these you'll see.
Or you just do it on normal with the Mega Buster, and then that's more difficult but not too hard.
That's true. I agree. That's true.
So we got Bubble Lead.
So now you can do
Woodman.
Well, I was gonna do Woodman last, but
I'm doing Woodman.
Now you're doing Woodman.
Yep, I'm doing Woodman.
Because you want me to do Heat Band and Quick Band.
Yes.
That's just wonderful.
It's very fair.
Now, in the comments, if you think,
if you want, I'll do Heat Man too if you want.
No, I don't. I gotta have redemption because the last time I tried Heat Man, I did the same thing you just did on Bubble Man and tanked guys in a spot that I normally don't, and I was very embarrassed. I'd like to redeem myself. One of my favorite enemies is this little bat guy. He's just cool.
I like this guy a lot.
He's great too.
Ideally, you want to be on the very
Metal Blade predominantly for this stage.
You want to be on the edge where the gap of Mega Man's legs is lined up on the end of that, and then you just kind of do a shallow jump over the tiger's fire blast.
Is that tiger? I thought it was a wolf.
Wolf. Could be a wolf. I always thought of it as a tiger or something.
Blue tigers, huh?
I guess. The wolf probably makes more sense.
You're fine.
Can I do something like this?
No, but you can jump and hit it at the top of your...
Yeah.
Yay! That's what you needed.
Completely cheese that guy.
And then you get to hang out with the monkeys and your favorite birds again.
Yeah, and the bats.
La.
Oh. I hate the chickens. Or, those aren't chickens. I think of them as chickens. The ones that are resistant to Metal Blade.
You could diagonally those guys.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Oh, he jumped up quick there.
He wanted to go to his doom.
I think if you attack them and you don't kill them, they'll just jump up onto whatever. Aw.
Sure.
Oh,
Sure.
there we go. That's why those enemies are great.
Yep.
You use Metal Blade and you'll just get a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great when it's a bunch of lives.
Gosh, they really get you in the habit here of dropping right off the ladder, and then later they literally punish you for it.
Yes.
They do. They totally do. Cause I don't know if they like wanted you to drop off the ladders, but I do it pretty much every screen just to save a couple seconds. Like
Right, especially if you're going for an under-hour clear, which, you know.
these guys. The worst.
Yeah.
Mega Buster.
You want to advance and then just pull back just a little bit and they'll jump over you.
Or you just shoot them.
Yeah. Those guys suck.
Yeah, those guys do suck.
Alright.
So, I don't have the fireball, so
Nope.
I'm gonna just
You
do it.
deprived me of my satisfaction
Yeah,
of fireballing.
I
it with
totally
one shot.
did.
It's alright. It's fine. It's alright.
Just do the mid Metal Blade strat.
And see,
At least I actually cleared the gap on that. Typically I get hit by that. There we go.
Alright.
So I'm gonna pass the torch to you, buddy, and you're gonna go take on the 2 hardest stages.
No worries.
It'll be
That'll
alright.
be fine.
You'll be alright. It'll be fine.
I'm just happy to get a little bit of redemption against this guy. All of these are jams, though. It's just such a great soundtrack.
Arguably one of the best. Sorry. I was about to burp, and I didn't really want to do that, so I kind of held it in. Sorry. But Mega Man 2 is definitely on my top 5 NES games of all time. I'd say there are arguably 2 Mega Man games on that list, probably. Maybe if you expand it to 10 spots, there are 2 Mega Man games, but for 5... 1 per 5 spots. Did you just...
Oh, wow.
Wow, you beefed it?
That was just bad. That was bad.
You totally beefed it.
It's like Mega Man 2 is like a comfort food. You know, when you want to play NES and you want to play something that you can just pick up and play and, you know, beat in a couple hours and feel the sense of familiarity, that's always good.
It's also difficult. It's not like, even on subsequent plays, you know, different things may show to be a little bit more difficult based off of, like, where you're paying attention. Like, say you're really paying a lot of attention to where your platforming is. Maybe you neglect one day a couple enemy spawns, and it just shows you that it's a little bit different. Like, that run wasn't, you know, you didn't struggle on the things you usually do.
Right.
Like this time where I beefed 2 guys at Airman, which I can normally just breeze right through. So, these guys are my least favorite enemy, probably in the whole game. You trying to make him despawn?
I was trying to trick him to despawn. He's like, not today.
Because you got his buddy. Nice, nice. Quick on your feet. The only way to get around those guys. You're really gonna be lazy?
Yes. Yes, I am. That's his one good thing he does. I'm gonna let him do it.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's fair. I never do that. Ever. I should probably think to do that.
Yeah, it's just like, that's your job, bud? Cool, I'll let you do that job. That's fine.
Yeah, I might want to think to do that in the future.
Even that, I was like, I'm just nervous now, so I'm being more cautious.
Then why are you putting Crash Bomb on?
Because we have a wall coming up that I need to, I wasn't expecting that guy to be there. that we need to be able to get to.
Can you just crawl over that wall?
I can. I just like to do that because it's something that you can do.
Yeah, I always just do the little timing and jump up that wall like a normal person.
And I can just like, whoop. I'll just do that for this one, but I probably shouldn't have.
Why?
Because
you can just jump up and over it. There's
it's
no
just
reason.
fun. It's fun.
No, like there's no reason to have been scared. Don't be
I'm just being super cautious though.
Nice.
Nope.
What are you doing?
Nope.
What are you doing?
I'm doing this thing I do.
I don't do that. You do. Why? Oh, yeah.
That was this thing I did.
That was a thing, and you did it, and you wasted all of your jet fuel.
Oh, man.
Why'd you do that?
Because you made me through this stage and you were supposed to do it.
But why did you do that?
I don't know. I don't know. I did it.
There's this thing I do, guys. Hey, guys, there's this real cool thing I do. It's called wasting all of the power and then falling off the map.
Shut up. That didn't happen. Look, all the power's back. That never happened.
Oh, yeah.
That never happened.
Hey, guys, there's this thing I do.
I was doing this thing I do.
There's this thing, and I do it. When I fall off the map.
But I did it.
And you totally recovered that guy that you used to
do that thing I do.
You did it. You totally did. Stupid. Okay.
I'm gonna do this thing I do.
Oh, no, don't do that. Just go and do the normal.
I don't want to do it the normal way.
Jump up there and go do. No, you're not doing it right. Stop trying to do that.
I'm fine.
Okay. This guys, hey guys, there's this real cool thing I do. I'm sorry. No, guys, there's this real cool thing I do. You good?
I'm good. What am I gonna do? Oh, I needed that. I needed that to be for me.
Oh my gosh. Can you do it the right way?
I never do it the right way. I do it what I'm doing. I do it the way I'm doing it.
That's
I don't
how
know I don't know what the problem is.
You don't normally do it.
That's the way I do it every freaking time, bud.
I
I wouldn't be doing it that way if that's not the way I do it. Like, that's the way I do it. I don't know what the problem
Why
is.
don't you do it the way I do?
I don't go do that because there's that one part in the disappearing blocks part that I always beef.
Don't beef then.
I have no practice not beefing that.
Well, just beat chicken.
All I know is we're about to lose all of our energy tanks if I lose all of our guys.
Well, don't do it then. Just go up there. And you just park.
No, I'm just gonna do it up here.
Have you parkour? No, not like that. I don't do it like that.
I'm getting annoyed.
You go to...
I know, but there's that one part where you have to jump up and around from the bottom that I mess that up every time.
I get it.
And I cannot hear the bricks. So, if you don't know we're in a room where we're not wearing headsets, and so we're not able to hear everything exactly the way we're supposed to be hearing it. So, we're not trying to have it double mic into the mic. And I usually use the sound cues of that. And there's no sound cues. It makes it about freaking impossible.
No.
That's why I go on the bottom.
Can I try?
No.
No? Why?
Because if you don't do it either, then it's going to be like,
No, because I'll just do it first try, and then that'll make you mad.
It has nothing to do with that.
Oh, yeah, it does.
It has absolutely nothing to do
with
that.
It totally does. That's what it has to do with. Jump.
Okay.
No. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. It's alright. Like we were just saying, sometimes you struggle more on parts that you don't usually struggle on. Luckily, they give you a way to fill up the 2 power pretty quick. Ugh. I did not mean to accidentally pick that up with the metal blade. Just trying to fill that. There's 2 back up. Is it full? Oh, it is. Take that guy out. And get 2. That's too early. I'll let you beat the boss, because you totally got pretty much to the end, and then... Get the Airman Gust. Here you go. Go ahead and take our buddy out. Heatman is pretty easily taken out with Bubble Lead. 3 quick hits and he's out of here. I'm sorry. My bad. I was supposed to do this stage anyways. I completely threw your game plan off. So that's on me.
Well, especially considering the fact that you didn't have any issues with it, and I just made it look like a joke and tanked 3 of our guys on it.
No, that's alright. Can you mute your phone? I appreciate it. Now, finally on to Quickman.
It's all your fault.
It's all my fault.
It is. I'm blaming you.
Yeah, it's easier to blame it on me.
Yep, I said, you could do this, and it's all your fault.
Yeah.
I guess Brayden hates me.
I guess.
It's just like, you know, with the lasers, again. It's with the lasers again.
Right, so the lasers in Heavy Burger have something to do with...
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's exactly the same.
This is lasers.
It's the same.
No, this is lasers. So if you get lasered, that's on you.
Totally your fault.
There you go.
Heavy Burger.
I bet nobody even knows what Heavy Burger is. They didn't even watch the other night. They don't like that game.
Heavy Burger, you did it.
And when you kill these guys, it turns out the lights. Ooh. You might need to jump. At least you accepted your fate.
Yeah, no reason to pretend.
Yeah, you gotta be pretty quick. I always wondered when thinking about this game, like, how do they enter their own area? Like, are they just set up like this all the time? Is there, like, a way to get in super easily to the boss room?
They don't even hang out there. I think they don't even show up until you show up. They warp in like you do.
Yeah, that's fair, but, like, how do they get to bypass the whole room? Yeah, this part sucks. It is the worst. Is that why that's there?
Yep. That's why it's never useful if you're not using this.
Wow. The more you know.
Aw.
You could have got that extra guy, but you
but
got more time for that screen.
And we're good.
Got through the hardest part of the stage.
But now I don't have any weapon for Quick Man. I need to really just barrel through and just take that as this.
Nice. Yeah. You'll be able to make it. Oh, there's I forget about that second mech guy.
It'll be close. So that'll be alright.
So that'll get rid of a good chunk of his health. Even the odds a little bit. Oh, still might be alright. you killed him with it anyways. Okay, yeah. That was something.
Alright, I'll take it.
Yep.
Especially after that crap that was Heatman stage.
Literally.
The last two times I played this game, I've had more trouble with that stage than I've had in the last 20 playthroughs of this game. I don't get it.
It's Dr. Huawei with his Huawei phone.
Man, what a guy.
Now we get to see his super badass castle.
Look at that rocket.
This is the best part of the Mega Man games, though, is like the anticipation of seeing the newest castle. Like, super sweet.
You gotta love probably all the abandoned conceptual sketches of that.
Oh yeah, I bet they have dozens of them. Another stage with absolute banger music.
Now, if you remember, you don't, your powers now don't carry on from, like, refill from stage to stage, so be mindful of how you use them. Like,
alright.
As opposed to the first 8, where in between every one we get a refill for sure. They want you to...
You really feel it.
Be mindful of your item management.
Oh, I should have put
You're
that
fine.
in 3.
You're fine for right now. You're gonna be able to do that gap jump deal. I think that's on you.
I hate how that just wastes away like that.
Yeah.
It's real annoying.
Oh,
I would have had it.
it's not the easiest jump in the world, really.
Well, it is. It's a very hard jump. It's not easy. Fill up a little bit of my 3 power.
like, not fair.
He didn't stand a chance. He didn't deserve it.
Yeah, you are responsible for this atrocity of a jump, unless
Oh gosh, this one.
you want me to do it.
No, it's alright. I should be able to do it.
Now, you pretty much are going to see what he's going for here, and you have a couple opportunities to do it before you have to try to find a way to refill this.
I'm just trying to get to the closest possible.
You're also going to find that the pixel is like a little bit off of where you think it is.
Oh,
that's
yes.
That's how you want to do
yes.
it. And that's how you want to do it. You pretty much want to do it like the first try.
Oh, you want to do it the first try for sure. It is so annoying if you have to go back and grind up.
Now remember the part where the screen will catch up on the lag on this.
That's the worst part. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
We're just gonna make our way to the right. Doing a little bit of... Oh, here it is. You just want to do it as they come up.
You definitely want to be on the top like where he is because
he
got knocked back onto a safe step.
But if you're even stepping on the wrong part of that top brick, you can fall off still. So
you want to make sure that you stay like closer to the middle.
Yeah, that was I made it look slick,
you
but
did great. You did great. That's I put it on the spot too. I mean, we weren't really discuss who was going to do that first stage, so
yeah.
You did pretty good on item management and everything.
Yeah, I tried my best not to waste a whole lot.
It doesn't matter. I can get pretty decent refills from these guys anyways. Right.
It's almost like there are certain enemies that they knew people would farm up. What's your favorite Wily machine?
Oops. My favorite Wily machine. I like that, I don't know, the one where he's actually, like, it's a machine where he's in it. I don't know, I like that one where there's the targets that just keep, like, splitting and, you know, coming in from the left and the right sides of the screen, and you have to jump in it and find the active targets.
What
and
game?
Jump out it. I don't remember which one that was in. That's difficult.
I'm trying to remember. Because funnily enough, shortly before Game of Day May, I actually personally ran through all of the Mega Man games, and man, it was difficult. How long did that take me? A month?
Yeah.
Just about a month. And that's because I wasn't trying to do it every day, and it gets mind-numbing, especially when you, like, when you get to the end and have to, like, do the whole progression of grinding up E-tanks or whatever, and some games literally give you no option to do that, and then you're just screwed. Like, I don't remember which one it is in particular, but
there's several ones where if you go through one time and you make a mistake, you gotta spend a good 20 to 40 minutes grinding up everything to have another shot at it.
Yeah, that's not an uncommon thing in Mega Man games. See, like, if you would have dropped off that ladder on instinct, you would have totally fallen right into the pit.
Like we were doing just officially.
Yeah, in the early stages you do that, but, like, once you get into the Wily Fortress, you need to remember that he's trying to murder you.
Well, because most of the time, games will teach you what you can do, and then it'll teach you the consequences of what happens if you mess it up. And this type of game, they give you a bunch of confidence of how you can use his movesets and stuff to, you know, make you feel the freedom of how to play with them.
Nice, more one-ups.
Oh my gosh, yes. And really, I could stand here and grind up.
I don't think you need to.
I could, just a couple securities, but I won't. But, you know, it's cool that they give you the freedom to make those decisions early, like you said, and then they kind of, like, trap you by, like, oh, you still feeling secure?
Yeah, drop right off the edge into a spike pit. Like,
well, and you're also having a lot of variants from the first game, too, where you have frames of invincibility on spikes in this game where you didn't have them in the first one.
Right, that's fair. That's fair.
Insta-death. So
even if you were blinking.
Yeah. Like, as soon as you touched it, instant death, which is kind of cool, but because it really made him feel super deadly. Oops.
Yeah, you took.
I'm alright. I'll be alright.
You'll be alright, but you should have definitely probably grabbed that out.
I should have definitely probably too.
You're making fun of me.
No, I agree. I definitely should have probably.
Yeah, all those adjectives. Very spiced it up pretty well.
The key to this one is once you find spots that it's taken up from, you want to make sure that you stay closer to those because you know that they won't spawn another box. That's kind of like your guide to be safe, but then again, you can still get hit. But like now I know why I'm standing here, that I should be pretty good other than that. I feel like I probably should use an E-Tank, but I'm not going to. I should have.
You should have.
It's okay, no worries. I got that extra guy, so really it just kind of negated that extra guy I got in this hallway. And you'll be easily able to grind up your health and the item you used anyways back, so...
And for the record...
Jeez!
For the record, should've is a contraction, not a adjective, so... I just figured I'd clear that up. Don't want someone in the comments just being like, what are you even talking about, dude? You're stupid.
Spent a lot of time thinking about that.
Nah. They don't live in my head
Oh,
rent.
yeah, see that extra guy there?
Some people say they live in your head rent free. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't even pay attention to the comments really, unless it's overwhelmingly positive, and then I'm like, well, that person gotta get some. I gotta let them know that I appreciate what they're talking about, but like, I don't know, even people who are like asking dumb questions, I don't acknowledge the stupid questions. Like, why would I do that?
What are you doing? Just thinking about my game.
Grandma's Boy. It's a good movie.
Man, I did a lot better the first pass.
Well, there's a little bit of health.
I'm definitely going to be using the E-Tank this time.
Well, you better.
Unless I just don't make any mistakes like last time. Boom. Boom. Health. Right about to where I was last time.
Yeah, you got it this time.
I'll just try to not make that one or two mistakes I made.
What's this room called again?
I call it Devil's Box, but I'm not sure if that's what it's called. I know in the other games, like when they pay homage to these in the later 9 and 10, I think that they name them. That's the only reason why I knew the name of some of these anyways. Because
right, they didn't have like a name before. Well, maybe they did in like a magazine or a manual or something, but probably not in the game. You got this. One more.
One more after that.
Oh yeah, two more. Yeah. There
All
we
right.
go. There you go.
I didn't really want to use that E-Tank. I was really like, no. And I got another extra guy in that second pass, so I'm still up one. We're builded back, which I'm so glad. I won't lie, I felt very deflated. It was very deflating. Freaking Heat Man, that little freaking Zippo lighter.
Little bum. So, yeah, this is what I thought I was. The boss rush.
Is this boss rush?
Yeah.
You're good on either. You don't need either of those, which I really could have used it right there. And you're good on pretty much all that, right? Because I didn't really use anything.
Now we got those fish enemies here who, like, come on, who dies to the fish enemy?
To have the spike more than the fish enemy.
Oh, yeah. But, like, who actually dies to... Where is he?
Sometimes you don't summon him. He could be here.
There he is, yeah. You can... Well,
God, we both held our breath because
yeah,
I felt how shallow that jump was.
And then you just kind of gotta tap a little bit as you're going.
Another one of those situations.
Really makes you feel anxious.
It does, and you only really understand it until when you go through it. Like, we make it look easy sometimes, but it's only because of repetition. Like, you're gonna find that out by playing it.
Yeah, I've beaten this game dozens of times. One of the only games I'd say that I can beat on command, like, for the most part. Like, I might have some difficulty at the end, but I can pretty much beat this game first try. No, what is this weakness?
Quick
boomerang. That is, I recognized it once I realized what boss it is. This is a unique
Jump
floor.
up in his face.
Yeah, this floor is very unique. I feel like I was able to recognize that it was this tank fight very quickly. Here you
All right.
go. Woo! Yeah.
That was easy peasy.
Some of those mini bosses are kind of lame.
I feel like that was just like to give you a breath of fresh air before this crap.
But if you don't know that quick boomerang is the weakness,
or that you can even jump on it, because that's counterintuitive to actually go up to the boss and jump on.
But
him.
it looks like it's a platform.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you want me to do this? Because I totally need you to do the final boss.
Is this the one that you had?
This would be the boss rush.
Didn't you have issues getting here? Wasn't this the board that you had issues with?
It could have been.
I'm just trying to make sure that we...
You'll have to do the end regardless. I always waste resources at the end, and it just frustrates.
We've still alternated pretty evenly. I'm not really stressing about it. I just like to make sure that we get the redemption of being able to just make sure we get it in the can and on the roster of games that we beat this month.
Right.
Because, man, the last playthrough was cursed between the two of us. We both had issues. Like, I came in, he was starting stream, I came in from my shoot job, and I got here, and I tried to pick up and help him, and then we got towards the end, and then we had stream issues, and then after that, then I accidentally pulled the console too close from the wall.
We just completely unplugged it, then we just ended the stream.
It was funny because of Bad News Bears, but luckily we recomped and found a different thing to do. But
yeah.
It was definitely not one of those situations where I was like, oh, neither of us were proud of it, but we still persevered. It'll be funny when we're all said and done with Game of Day. Maybe we'll have a little behind the scenes, and talk about some of the struggles and stuff that made it unique or fun that we got through this month. But I mean, even if you plan something like this, we've said before in the comments, talk about games that you think that are reasonable to beat in an hour or two, and try to get it scheduled so out of the 24 hours of any given day, your stream holds up, you get through it, and no issues. Like, it's even if you have the litany of games that you can go through, 31 is all you need, right? But there's so many problems that can come up.
That's weird. That was weird. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It was just like in the middle of the ladder and the wall. Yeah, it is a very daunting task to try to pick 31 games to beat in a month. And I think eventually we will, after a couple years, we will have done almost all the games we can, and then maybe we'll change the objective up. Maybe it'll be just showcasing or playing a game for every day for a month.
Right.
It's still, it's a different game every day. It's something to look forward to as a viewer. You're like, well, what are they going to do tomorrow? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we really haven't, let you know ahead of time what we're doing either.
Besides Turtles in Time, that was the only one we really let them know that we were going to do.
Right, that's true.
Yeah, this is the level I was referencing in specific when I said, like, you're no longer able to just blindly drop off the ladders anymore because you'll just fall in a spike pit. And, like, I remember, I'm sure the first time that I ran through this, I fell in the pit multiple times because I was used to just falling off the ladder, going all the way down to the next screen. You feel really cool doing it, too.
Right. It's, like, freeing that you can just drop and free fall.
Yeah. You're gonna grind some health. I think that's risky to do.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think not the best decision.
Alrighty, look at those spikes, jeez. Yeah, this is your favorite hallway in all of Mega Man.
It's burned into my brain.
Well, that didn't really work the way I wanted.
Yeah, you totally got forced to get hit again. Nice.
What do I need?
Metal? Or one?
I want to get metal for sure.
That's fair. You don't need one for anything. What am I saying? This is a boss.
I think there's a guy that's here. Just like a regular guy.
Yep, you're right. There's another guy.
Yeah, then there's another guy with Airbuster. I'm gonna try to jump over him. Right, Airbuster, or just a
Yeah,
regular normal guy?
it's a no. It's the soup.
And not trying to not trying to double back on.
I
him.
would push through him. He has a health in him. Yeah, nice. You got
that's what I wanted.
You got hit on the other side of him. That was sweet.
And then there's another guy here, right?
No. Oh, there is. Oh, gosh.
Oh, that's the guy I didn't want to get hit by. That's okay. Yeah, that's why this hallway was horrible for you.
Yeah, and I was just trying to get health
and I
back.
Need one, so there we go. All right, I should be good.
Oh, this is the crash bomb
This
one.
is the worst. This is my least favorite.
It's the worst.
You have to have full crash, and you have to pretty much have full one, and you almost pretty much have to have full
You
health.
don't need full one. You need one a couple times. Here. What was that? Oh. This is very clippy. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my gosh.
It's because we're playing it on the NES Classic.
I don't know, man. I definitely am.
I was playing it on the Mega Man Collection when I streamed it last.
All right. Jeez.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
You're gonna definitely have to E-Tank. Now, I would just use it now.
I can't believe I fell all the way down there too.
Yeah, luckily you have full E-Tanks. When I got here, I did not have any E-Tanks, I don't think. I had already fully wiped my guys, so... Unfortunately, because of all of the clipping, it's kind of hard to see. So get that one on the left.
It's so laggy and clipping, and this is on the NES Classic, like where you can literally play this game on it. You know, they offered it on it. I'm still like, wow, why would you do that?
Now you have to do some jank stuff. Oh, you have the wall crawler. Right, I forgot about that. I always forget what 3 does.
And as you see, you have just enough to make the decisions I made. You do
exactly
not have any extra.
Enough.
There's no extra.
Because there's no M-Tanks in this
You
game
have to
either.
leave all those walls. You have to hit all those shots. You cannot miss a single one. And if you do, you have to refuel to get to here and try again. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
That will, even if you're on a perfect run and you've never played this game before, and if you had not seen that room, you will not do it on the first try. You will not do it on the first try. You will not. It's impossible.
Yeah, until you know the pattern, there's no way, conceivably, that you could possibly do that. So just get bubble lead here. He's gonna do that, and then you are so much better about like dancing around him. Okay. So we got my buddy Airman. Just get.
Just jump over that first guy there.
Oh man,
You're good. You're fine.
The struggle bus. I did not mean to. Alright, so who's this? Alright.
You can do a fully charged flame shot, or
you need flame shot's one of the
just use metal blade
things for the boss. I'm not gonna use that.
Make sure you're not standing on that charger. I say, don't lose your.
Yeah, I didn't want to
lose
out on my health.
Warp right out.
Alright, so next we got.
Keep it locked on metal blade.
Keep it on metal blade.
Diagonal. Up. Make sure you're off the charger.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
I got the health. I think I caught it in the air.
Or did it
didn't give it to me? I totally thought
I totally did. Flash. Oh gosh.
I'm gonna use an E-Tank. Maybe.
Crash bomb. No, you're out. Because we used it for the last one. So you're going to have to use an E-Tank. Because you don't want to use E-Tank.
Yeah, yeah.
So close. Metal blade. No, I don't know if it's metal blade or just what you're doing. That's fine. Good job. Good job. That's probably like the middle of the road there. Airman.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, just getting close so you get a forced hit. It takes so long to get it to come back usable. It has to make sure it travels off the screen.
Now it's
just
metal.
himself, right? One time.
I think it is one. Skidoo.
That's satisfying as all.
Yeah, it totally is, because you only get to do that here.
And then with the atomic guy. Yeah, because that's the only place, yeah, because you won't have him against
What is
his
this?
own. Who's the last guy that you faced? Oh, Metal Blade, and he's just easy peasy.
Oh, this is Metal Blade. I forget that half the bosses are Metal Blade.
Right, that's why people love this game.
Okay.
They better give that to you.
Yeah.
Right.
There we go. Back to full health. Now this is on you.
Okay.
Sorry to put the pressure on you, but I hate this.
I don't. Let's see, what's the first guy? Oh, the first one is...
This is fire, right?
Is it fire for the...
Wait, so...
I'm just gonna go ahead and just die on this first guy.
Yeah, it's best to die rather than waste,
Waste precious resources we can't rehab.
Right.
Alright.
Sorry, just prepping.
I wish we had better resources. Alright, so... Is it metal?
Yeah, it is. Nice. There
Alright.
we go. Whew. I don't know why. Oh, that was so difficult for me that one time because I had no E-tanks.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, you need at least one there.
I mean, we are frugal with our E-tanks because also it's a pride thing to be able to not have to use them.
Well, I like using them. I like not dying.
And here, the main difficulty is not getting hit by any of the lava here to get into this last thing. This lava just lava bubbles from the top, just absolutely just destroy
But you shouldn't. You are being impatient if you get hit by these.
Right.
They have a very predictable droplet pattern.
I love how Scott Pilgrim pays homage to this part.
It does. I always thought it was unique at the time because like I didn't make that correlation as a kid, but like looking at it and looking at how games pay homage to each other, I could totally see that is what it's referencing. Because it's even in the same manner.
It's all sad that I gotta be gray.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Got bubble lead against this. This is one of the coolest boss fights ever, though. It's like an anime fight. He's like flying and then he morphs into an alien. Yeah. Super cool. Gosh, what an epic final boss fight. And you better watch out for those shots, because it is pretty difficult if you get hit a bunch.
You can actually just get yourself in a bad pattern where you're on par to get hit with them every time.
Right. You mean on pace?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But if you make sure you are jumping over the ones that come from the left and right, like obviously the ones up and down aren't too bad.
I'm staying more to the left and right instead of like when I know I can try to commit and get a shot. If I know that I'm gonna get another shot, I'd rather not get hit. So I'm staying out of those pockets of
and like
opportunity.
The stars or whatever that is gliding through the background kind of it's distracting you of where it's going. Like if you're not paying attention enough, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They make that background a little bit distracting.
And we
are
out of here.
Woo!
All right.
Yeah.
Feels great.
Day 25 in the books.
I love that he does it in infinity sign pattern too, so it's really recognizable as you see he's exposing his avatar was being controlled by that little modular there that was going in that figure 8 pattern. And he's just obsessively just not giving it up.
I'm sorry, guys, for the strobing effects. So, we might need to put like a disclaimer in the comments or something, because the NES Classic kind of makes some games do that. So I do apologize for that. But here we are on a super cool credit screen where we go through all the seasons, and Mega Man is walking smugly.
He's happy that he's put down Dr. Wily for a second time, hopefully for a last time. And little does he know that those are not going to be the cases, as there's many more robot masters he's going to have to dismantle one by one and use their powers against each other. Could you imagine just being those robot masters? You're at lunch, at the picnic table, just hanging out, and then the next time you're like, why is Mega Man using Bill's power? Oh no!
Oh no, he killed Bill!
He killed me! Oh no! Like, that'd be horrible. That'd be horrible.
Yeah, that's
What a great
sweet.
guy. What a great guy. It's supposed to be just like a, house guy hanging out with his sister role. It's one of those situations where
That was a very awkward fade there.
that is like it's definitely affects that the NES classic does. I don't know why certain games like that. I actually think that because of whatever software they use for that, I think that may determine why they don't put certain games on there, because I know that if you play a mini that's got games on there that aren't initially part of the original game, some of the effects that happen in them that have to do with weapons going off and stuff like that will give that strobe effect, which is really weird because it's not present in the original games. I wonder if you were playing like on an EverDrive or like the original hardware with a upscaler, which we plan on doing here soon, if that would be the case on those, and you can actually still get to play those games in a HD upscaled format and not have the flicker effects. But basically, again, we appreciate you guys here at the Vid-Bits. We're going through and just finishing up the credit scroll here for Mega Man 2. Funny if you didn't know that, some of those abbreviations for those names, they had to go by handles because Capcom didn't want their full names out there for other people to steal them away.
That's so shitty, though. Like, you were denied a possible better work experience. Like, I mean, Capcom is a good company.
Right, good,
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
So, don't get me wrong, but it's like they should be allowed to get credit and recognition for their work and not have to go under an alias.
And just some people, because as you can see, these people's probably their full names, but they didn't want anybody to know that KJ Inafune had a big deal with that. If you didn't know that he was Infa King in these games, then you didn't know that that's who it was. And it's kind of funny, especially in the earlier one, like Tan Pon Pon and stuff like that.
Fishman.
Yeah, Fishman.
Thank you for playing.
But again, guys, we appreciate you. We're wrapping up day 25. We're going to stick around for day 26 tomorrow. We're not sure what's coming at you, but it's going to be another mystery game, another game for Game of Day May. And we appreciate you, as always, hanging around with us to watch anything of our content and engage with us, and anybody else that's engaging with us, too. And we love your community efforts to hang out with each other, and I hope that that will spread to even further. So, again, any type of suggestions or comments or anything like that, these Game of Day Mays, we do take all those things seriously, and we'll take them in consideration for future episodes. So stick around tomorrow, and we'll see you again in another episode. This has been Brian.
And I'm Braden.
And we are the Vid-Bits, and